Hello everyone, welcome back to RetroComms. Apologies for the delays, I've been rather uninspired the past few months, but recently a post from my good friend Destructive Dan, or Phone Archive, however you may know him, inspired me to take a look at my landscape flip phones. Now, as those who've been following the channel for a while might know, I do enjoy these landscape flip phones greatly. And I have quite a few that I've amassed in my collection over the years. We'll start up here with these three, which sadly are not fully functional, or one hasn't been tested, I'll get to that later. And down here, the rest of them are all 100% fully operational. Well, minus getting service, but you already know how that goes. So we'll start up top, and perhaps the most noticeable of the group, due to its larger size, the Nokia Communicator. I can't remember the specific model. It's got this little fold-out antenna here. It opens like so. And this one is the German version, as you can tell by the keyboard layout. Now, I got this at a vintage computer expo, traded a couple of PDAs, and got paid a little bit for it, but unfortunately we are missing its battery. And I've had other priorities at the moment, so haven't gotten around to ordering a new battery for it so I can get it tested out. Would be curious to know if this phone works, and to go through its menus and see its capabilities, and really get a feel for what using this device would have been like back in its heyday. Next up, we have these two orange LG NV1s, or just LG NVs. Now, both of these have quite a bit of damage. Both of their front displays don't work. One of their inner screens has a little bit of, like, some sort of, looks like water ingress under there. So neither one of these are in satisfactory condition to put in my collection. But fortunately, we do have one working LG NV. This one here in, I guess this is a silver or a white. Now, looking around the device, there is a bit of cosmetic wear. It's not exactly a perfect specimen, but it is a neat phone. I've always found the LG NV series to be quite interesting, and I think this keyboard would be comfortable enough to use, but having to reach over this D-pad, a little bit of asymmetry there, sort of throws things off in my opinion. But still, probably a lot faster than punching out texts in the old way that we used to. Now, that option was available to you up front with these numeric keys, if one so desired, but we all know that's not what users of this device were doing unless it was a quick little SMS. Next up, we have the LG NV3, which from the front looks a lot like its older sibling, the LG NV2. But if we open it up and compare to an image of the NV2, which sadly I can't show at this time, you would notice that the NV2, the two Q, W, E, and S keys, which can be used for navigation, are a slightly more pronounced color, and we have kind of more circular details there on the sides of the screen rather than more linear ones. For lack of better wording to explain that, look up a photo of the NV2 and you will instantly see what I mean once you see a photo of the device open. This one is in pretty good shape. I can feel the soft touch starting to get a little sticky. Hopefully that doesn't get too bad because the entire back of this phone is coated in soft touch, and we all know soft touch removal can be a bit of a drag, so hopefully this doesn't come back to bite later. Next up, we have two, I believe these are NV Touch. Now, both of these are in great shape, We open this up, have a look around. This one's got a few scuffs and dings. Soft touch is in decent shape on this one, not starting to get sticky just yet. But if we look over here at this one, there's still the protective cellophane on the camera, on the front screen, and also on the internal display here. So this one is near mint, and I am looking to keep it perfectly preserved. Next up, another LG device, but this is the LG Octane. I'm not sure about its production next to the NV line and how that relates, but it does share that landscape flip as well as using two Q, W, E, and S as the navigation keys, but it has a more circular design. This one's in pretty good shape, a few little scuffs, but nothing horrendous. But that rounded design is a little more reminiscent of what Pantech opted to go with their Impact series, which are quite similar to the LG Envy in terms of form and function. This keypad is a lot more spread out relative to the keyboard deck here. Got a few more navigation keys. And they opted for capacitive numeric keys on the front of the device for quick dialing. I'm not sure if you would send a text that way, as this external screen is rather limited, but still a neat design choice. Now, if you own one of these, do be careful with this battery cover. That was not the strongest design, and those tabs are notorious for breaking off. So do keep that in mind. Here's the one in pink. Both of these were definitely used, but still quite interesting finds nonetheless. I think this one is in slightly better shape. And last but certainly not least, we have three Samsung Alias 2s. These two down here I got in a lot. I can't remember if that was off of Mercari or Marketplace or what. But this one is rather special to me because it was given to me by my wonderful boyfriend, Mr. E85. I will forever appreciate all the devices that he has given me through the years. Flip this one open and have a look. It is in excellent condition. And of course, this one is both a landscape and a portrait flip phone, as that was the purpose of the Alias series. Flip up when you wanted maybe a more traditional experience, or flip landscape for improved messaging. And that wraps it up for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have a landscape flip phone that you like but don't see here, please let me know down in the comments. I'm always open to learn about new devices. One that I do have on my radar that is not shown here is the Samsung Comeback. I've seen a couple of those online, but again, priorities have not been directed towards the collection these days. But hopefully, I'll be producing more content for you all in the future. Until then, this is RetroComms signing off.